Let's begin with our top focus story. Amid a spate of anti-Hindu attacks in Bangladesh, senior Congress leader Digvijay Singh has said that the situation in the neighbouring country mirrors the communalism witnessed in India. Singh said that communal and radical elements target minorities in India as well, adding that a similar reaction is now being seen in Bangladesh. He's also said that the violence against minorities must be condemned and called for Mohammad Yunus to act decisively.
देखिए, बांग्लादेश में जब से इस प्रकार का जो आंदोलन होकर सरकार बदली है, वहाँ वो सारे तत्व हैं जो कि धार्मिक उन्माद फैलाकर राजनीति करते हैं, जिनका विरोध शेख हसीना करती थी, जिनका विरोध शेख मुजीब साहब ने किया था। ये जो हालात हमारे देश में हैं, यहाँ वही धर्मांध फैलाने वाले कट्टरपंथी ताकतें जो हैं, जिस प्रकार से अल्पसंख्यक समुदाय के खिलाफ जो कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं, वही रिएक्शन वहाँ पर उस प्रकार का हो रहा है। हम बांग्लादेश में जो हमारे हिंदू भाइयों के साथ हो रहा है, ईसाइयों के साथ हो रहा है, उसकी घोर निंदा करते हैं।
More updates, more reactions coming in. Congress's Rashid Alvi is now gone on to back Digvijay Singh's remark. He says what is happening in Bangladesh is a mirror image of what is happening in India.
दिग्विजय जी ने बिल्कुल ठीक कहा है। बांग्लादेश के अंदर कट्टरपंथियों की सरकार आ गई है। भारत के अंदर भी कट्टरपंथियों की सरकार आ गई है। वहाँ पर हिंदुओं पर जुल्म हो रहा है, मंदिरों को तोड़ने की बात हो रही है, भारत के अंदर मस्जिदों पर हमला हो रहा है, घरों पर मुसलमानों के बुलडोज़र चलाया जा रहा है। यहाँ भी कट्टरपंथी एक समुदाय के खिलाफ काम कर रहे हैं, सरकार काम कर रही है। बांग्लादेश के अंदर भी यही हो रहा है। मुझे लगता है कि दिग्विजय जी ने जो कुछ कहा है उसके अंदर कहीं कोई गलत बात नहीं है।
Let me take this across to my colleague Pallavi Ghosh, who's now with us on the broadcast. Pallavi, it's not stopping from the Congress party. We were discussing this earlier and you had mentioned on how Digvijay's remark does not find any takers within his own party. But now this time it's Rashid Alvi saying the same thing.
Well, Rashid Alvi, of course, belongs to that community, so he's obviously addressing his constituency. But Digvijay Singh has also often portrayed himself as a kind of a balanced leader who himself carries the flag of being a Hindutva leader with his credentials, but at the same time standing up for the minority of peace. But his comments have always stoked controversy, whether it was on the Butler House, whether he's alleging that it was the RSS hand or the saffron hand behind the Mumbai 26/11 attacks. Now, these kind of comments, which have come in both from Mr. Digvijay Singh and Rashid Alvi, it cannot be condoned and cannot be appreciated not just by the BJP but also by any of the political observers, because what is happening in Bangladesh is something which is heinous. We've been seeing pictures allegedly put out by the BJP also, by Deepu Chandra Das being dragged by the Dhaka police over there, him pleading to spare his life and denying that he had tried to make any derogatory comments about the prophets. And the best part of all this, and irony I would say of all this, is the fact that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra no less had spoken out against the Hindus being targeted in Bangladesh. She had appealed to the central government that we have to protect them. Then in that backdrop, these comments coming in from the two Congress leaders just does not make any sense. Of course, it's going to hurt the Congress party. During the election time and even otherwise, this is only going to embolden the point of view that the Congress does speak a language of appeasement and also dividing people along religious lines.
Is this the official line of the party, Pallavi?
Well, Rashid Alvi is a spokesperson of the Congress party, and even if he says that it's my point of view, that is not going to cut much ice, because it's very, very clear that he is also speaking as a spokesperson. Digvijay Singh has been pretty much a man with his own mind. He is not the party spokesperson, but he's someone who's been a three-time Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh and also someone who is in charge of multiple states. He's a Rajya Sabha member of parliament. He's a veteran politician. Therefore, his comments cannot but be taken seriously.
Right. There is one thing to go after the Modi government and call it fascist. But there is another thing of drawing that equivalence, that parallel with Bangladesh, because we do know what is happening in Bangladesh. There is an erstwhile Prime Minister who is now seeking asylum in India.
Yes, Sheikh Hasina is very much here in India. It's a point of anger in Bangladesh. But having said that, India has always wanted a stable, non-partisan government in Bangladesh. Bangladesh and India had at some point of time shared very, very good political equations. At this point of time, who would be comfortable seeing those pictures of a young man being lynched, leaving behind a family and crying relatives as well? We have spoken to all of them. But in this backdrop, if you're talking about a tit-for-tat kind of a politics, obviously you're going to embolden people in Bangladesh, in Pakistan, because that's exactly what they're going to be saying, that, you know, if tomorrow we carry out acts of terror, how can you rubbish us? Isn't there justification? In fact, very quickly, even in Pakistan, whenever there's acts of terror have taken place, Pakistan has, in Kashmir, Pakistan has always justified it as a voice of the independent people of Kashmir who want to break away from India. The idea of Azad Kashmir is something which is flaunted and tom-tom by Pakistan. Words of Digvijay Singh and Rashid Alvi will only embolden those voices.
Right, absolutely. Pallavi, do stay on. We are going to be playing out that reaction of Mr. Alvi's once again for our viewers.
दिग्विजय जी ने बिल्कुल ठीक कहा है। बांग्लादेश के अंदर कट्टरपंथियों की सरकार आ गई है। भारत के अंदर भी कट्टरपंथियों की सरकार आ गई है। वहाँ पर हिंदुओं पर जुल्म हो रहा है, मंदिरों को तोड़ने की बात हो रही है, भारत के अंदर मस्जिदों पर हमला हो रहा है, घरों पर मुसलमानों के बुलडोज़र चलाया जा रहा है। यहाँ भी कट्टरपंथी एक समुदाय के खिलाफ काम कर रहे हैं, सरकार काम कर रही है। बांग्लादेश के अंदर भी यही हो रहा है। मुझे लगता है कि दिग्विजय जी ने जो कुछ कहा है उसके अंदर कहीं कोई गलत बात नहीं है।
Pallavi, if I may ask you, how is the BJP taking this up? Both these reactions now, one by Digvijay Singh, this other one by Mr. Rashid Alvi.
But beyond that, they've always called Rahul Gandhi a Chunavi Hindu. They've always called the Congress party anti-Hindu. When Congress decided to skip the Ram Janmabhoomi Bhumi Pujan and Pran Pratishtha, and on multiple occasions, when Rahul Gandhi was seen at temple hopping, the BJP said that, you know, he's only doing it for votes, and you accuse us of using religion as an electoral weapon. So the comments of Digvijay Singh and Rashid Alvi and the silence of the Congress party on both these two leaders certainly will not go down well. And as I said, it only weaponizes the BJP's narrative against the Congress, but more specifically against the Gandhis as well.
Right, absolutely. There is a love-hate relationship that Digvijay Singh has had with the party, and you would be able to explain to us better because his brother saw expulsion from the party, and that's also a grouse that Digvijay Singh has with the Congress party. Are they really going to completely stay away from these comments? But if that were true, how will they back and justify what has been said by Mr. Alvi?
You know, it's been since morning we've been hearing Digvijay Singh's comments. We haven't seen any rebuttal coming in from the Congress party. When it comes to Digvijay Singh, the Congress by and large chooses to ignore him. But you know, when someone else also makes a comment like Rashid Alvi has, and you still remain silent, which means that you are actually agreeing with this comment. To talk about Digvijay Singh, I mean, he was at one point of time considered to be the mentor of Rahul Gandhi. When Rahul Gandhi just made his foray into active politics, Digvijay Singh was in charge of UP. You know, all those campaigns of Rahul Gandhi to Bhatta Parsol and all was actually thought of by Digvijay Singh. Now that has been a huge climb down as far as Digvijay Singh is concerned. He is left much on his own. He's just being an MP. That's because many of his comments, and Rahul Gandhi, I remember at one point of time had said it publicly at a press conference that I find many of his comments completely ridiculous. But despite that, he's making it, he continues to make it, and the Congress continues to remain silent.
Absolutely. The fact that you did mention about Rahul Gandhi being called a Chunavi Hindu, Pallavi, there is a Hindu boy who has been lynched in Bangladesh. There are protests that are happening in our own country. Of course, VHP was part of that and was driving that entire protest. But in the face of all this, we do see these comments coming in from senior leaders of the Congress. Speaks volumes about which way is the politicking really going.